Hello, everyone. Welcome to Characters Welcome. We are here. It's rectangle time. It's the rectangle hour. We have some fresh folks here in the rectangles for you. I'm Justin.
This is Connor.
I'm Taylor. First time in the rectangles on the host side. What up?
First time hosting, and it's very exciting to be here. Oh, I'm in charge of the confetti. I can stop it. Great. It's Wednesday night. We are here to bring you the best damn character comedy in the world. I'm coming at you live from the kitchen. My red pot is still popping over here on high as always, waiting to explode. How are y'all doing tonight? On this it's raining in New York City. How are y'all doing?
I mean, it was a monsoon getting home from work, but it was nice, I guess. I don't know. What do we think?
It looks
That's
like
a bright sider. Yeah.
No, I'm actually
go on. Reporting from the
Connor,
window.
as we know, you don't leave. You just look at the world through that little window there.
Right. I look at my little portal through the world and see what the little people outside do.
Your portal through the world. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Portal through the world.
Yeah. He's in a weird place right now. Wow, I'm getting some notes from our co-host, not co-host, a producer. Sorry, our producer, former producer, technically. Shouts to the sad news that Just for Laughs, the Just for Laughs festival that sort of sponsors this show no longer doesn't exist anymore, has been erased from reality because of bankruptcy. They did the thing where when they said we're going bankrupt, they said they have to preserve some money for the shareholders. Can you imagine investing in a comedy festival as a hard partying capitalist? Yeah. What do you think? What people are they preserving by making that statement? We like our you have to save value for the shareholders in this comedy festival.
Yeah, save value for I assume all French Canadian businessmen.
Yeah.
Yes, the absolute sharks are up there in French Canada. Definitely.
The poutine creators and chefs.
Yes. They call themselves the poutine queens.
Yeah,
and
the
they
poutine queens.
They dominate, dripping jewels up there, investing in all the blue chip stocks. The JFL Comedy Festival, of course, the Fribble, a huge investment.
Fribble, Drake.
Drake, yep. Heavily, Degrassi. I mean, they are technically heavily invested in. Drake is sort of a prodigal son in many ways.
Yeah.
Nice.
But so that's sad news. So obviously we have the maximalist rectangle here. We will that logo will, I assume, crumble to dust
eventually
as their fortunes fade. Yeah, that's how technology works. If that's not clear. Eric out on the town tonight. He's seeing his self-described favorite musician, someone I've never heard of. Feels like some. Yeah, I believe he's still riding hard for the Wiggles. Which is, it's beautiful to go that hard. I think Tinky Winky is opening for them, which is, hard to book in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. But how have y'all been doing? What's new? It's at springtime in New York. Have you been out on the town? Have you discovered a new budding hobby here in this springtime?
I've been playing a lot of fighting games.
Fighting games,
old school Street Fighter Alpha 3 a lot. Just trying to get good at that. It's fun. I go to a local place where everyone's insane at fighting games and they're crazy.
Sort of like a quiet Cheers.
Yeah, like if Cheers was someone's apartment full of arcade machines.
Nice. Like a sad, silent.
It's
no
one
really knows
sad.
Anyone's name.
It's not sad, but I did have like a little like show there one time, and I think Justin Catchins described it as like a video game meth den.
Yeah, good. That's good.
Sounds great. Yeah.
What are you gonna say? Have you been playing fighting games as well, Taylor?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say I don't think I understood a single word of what you just said.
Yes.
That's fun.
This is great. That's why you guys are here, because you're polar opposites. You're bringing into it's like crossfire.
I know. I think
different
we're
experiences.
both dumb theater nerds to some extent.
That's true. Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well,
if I had to do a character that was what was it? Fighter.
This is a great challenge.
The character, I would, and I would learn about it, and I would learn how to do it.
Yeah, that's the only way you learn anything, Taylor, is if it is presented to you as a character assignment.
Yeah,
that's good. And so, well, let's get into that a little bit. Connor, what will you do when you're saying you're getting better at this, or you're trying to get better? Once you've achieved a certain skill set here in Alpha 3, where will you take that? What are your goals there?
Honestly,
it's like a career. This is like a counseling moment we're having.
It's like, just be good at it. It's fun. It's fun to be competitive and good at things in general. There's like some local tournaments. I'm not going to win it because there's people who are insane. They've been playing Street Fighter for 20 years. And I've been playing for the last like 2.
Who do you play with?
I play with a guy named Brian and Drew, who
what character in the game? Is the character named Brian in the game? Because that's a dope Street Fighter.
No, I play Sakura, who's like who's a teenage girl who's taught herself insane people martial arts.
She's self-taught. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's she has the same moves as the main character, except they're like a little like weird because she taught him herself. So that's like a fun little archetype.
That's nice. Do you feel like choosing your character is almost like a little like tarot card into your life?
It's I always think it's every game I play. I usually play someone different just because it's just how it feels. It's just all about how like that. Do the buttons feel good to you? Basically.
Ooh, wow, that's sort of nice. It's sort of like that's beautiful in a way.
Yeah, it's like comedy where it's just like there's certain things where I will succeed specifically.
Yeah, cool. Taylor, what about you? What's your equivalent to Street Fighter Alpha 3? Hobby, pursuit.
Hobby other than just learning things for characters. I don't know. What do I do for fun? Do I do anything for fun? Yeah, no, I guess I do caricatures. But I've been doing those for a while. Did you know that?
No.
Oh my god, wait, can you hold for 1 second? I gotta run and get it really quick.
Yes.
Let's do caricatures.
I went to the park when it was so nice this past weekend, and I watched a caricature artist for a while, and that is wild. The amount of detail that goes into the face, and they're just like, and then the arms and the legs.
I know, and like not to disparage on them because I think they're great, but I try to make mine, how caricatures in the park or whatever are very kind of not the most flattering.
Yeah, no, definitely. Almost purposefully so.
Right, purposefully. And I think I like that, but my style is a little bit more, it's a caricature, but it's like a little whimsical, kind of looks like the person. So kind of a mix of a caricature and a portrait. But I do, this is this is my Stevie Nicks.
Oh,
yes.
Right?
Wow.
Cool, right?
That's legit. Yes.
This is a dog that I haven't finished yet, but it's my
Whoa.
I like that even in your non-performing character hobby, you're sort of doing it. You're just like doing characters.
Am I doing Oh, you mean like when I'm drawing them?
You're drawing. You're literally like
drawing characters.
capturing characters.
Because I have chosen characters, you have drawn characters.
Yeah, like it's funny you say that, Justin, because I won't stop until I feel like I've gotten like the essence of the person, you know?
Oh,
Like I'll take like this is Audrey Hepburn, and then I got like some old classics like Liz Taylor, and like this is a friend, not a classic. She's a classic.
Liz Taylor and a friend.
I imagine just seeing them. I imagine them on the like around the ceiling of a bar or something. Right. I feel like that's my vision for these.
You gotta get on to a boardwalk with a big easel.
I know. What do we think about like? Is this too much? I don't know. What do we think about like? Because I don't take very long doing them usually. Because I do them a lot. But I think if I did a character doing them, like
a character,
yes.
Yeah.
A caricature.
Yeah. And like picking someone from the audience or something, maybe.
That's really fun. This is a throwback, but this is many years ago, I was driving across the country. I was a sophomore in college, and I stopped in Chicago and saw the Second City for the first time. They're an amazing show, new to New York, doing the same format show, and they famously would spend months improvising and working on a sketch show based on the improv. Then they would perform the sketch show and then do more improv afterward. And this show I saw, it has just left such a mark on me. Peter Gwynn was in it, just absolutely destroying, still remember. But there was this bit where a performer, I'm looking up her name as I'm talking, and she was a psychic, and she would just improvise with the audience. And I had never seen anybody just be able to improvise in character, and it was amazing. I'll never forget that. And that strikes me, what you could do with that, Taylor, is be in character doing a caricature and sort of like roasting and talking about what the details of the audience, like that's a great piece, I think.
All right, well, you heard it here.
Okay.
It's getting born right.
It's born.
I am also having an idea. A caricature artist who's too nice.
Wow, that's a flip. Too nice. Yeah, exactly. You're feeding Taylor her favorite food.
Honestly, yeah. Go on. Sorry. Go on.
Oh no, that's basically a caricature artist. I also thought of a character artist who makes the wrong parts big. Like like a character artist, like who it's like a very tiny person and a big ass.
Yeah. A very large elbow.
Yeah, or very large elbow, or like the nose, or like nostril. The nose is like big, like above that, like to the point it's above the face.
Yeah.
Or the eye is like taking up the whole thing.
Just one.
That's fun. That's the power of the caricature artist, I think.
Yeah, we got some good roots to go in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's good. But like you said, characters are being born right here. That's what we're doing. We're doing it live.
We're pitching.
It's also known as pitching, but a more visceral way to say it is characters are being born.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
In these rectangles.
In these rectangles, these birthing tangles, as we call them. So what do you say we get the show started and we birth a character of our own here right now?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Great. Excited. Very good. Let's kick it off. And please welcome out to the rectangles, the Sommelier.
Woo!
Oh, wait, I'm doing the text, so I have to press the button when I thought that was when Jorge was going to.
We can all sing it.
Ready? No, I have it. The Sommelier.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich mehr alleine tanzen.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle David. I'm the sommelier here at the Kroger grocery store wine bar. in beautiful cosmopolitan Toledo, Ohio. It makes sense to have wine here in the grocery store, as the sign reads, "It is wine o'clock somewhere." And despite the fact that it is a hard 10 a.m. right now, I am very excited to pour you a very large glass of wine so that you can drunkenly buy a truly fucked up amount of Cheerios. Before you ask, yes, I am not the very sexual candelabra from Beauty and the Beast, but dear God, I wish that I was. Now, I know what you're thinking. How did a bright, charming sommelier from Marseille end up pouring yellowtail into the mouths of America's aunts in the same place you buy your laxatives? Well, it's a tale as old as time. Back in France, I mistook a Semillon for a Chenin Blanc, so naturally my wife left me. My parents spit in my face, and President Macron himself slapped the cigarette out of my mouth and put me on this slow boat to Ohio. I am in a truly dark place, haha. But I have American television to fall back on. Larry David, wow. Guy truly gets himself into some rich person goofs, huh? You don't watch it? Okay. What sort of wine are you interested in, mademoiselle? Okay, any. Great. And I see you have brought your own oversized plastic wine mug that reads, "Fill her up and put me in the farting chair." Okay, magnifique. Before you head to this flatulence throne, let me offer you some options for the wine. Let's see, I have an Oregon Pinot Noir that pairs nicely with Existential Dread and sampling the new line of Rachel Ray Cheese Nards. Or perhaps a Bordeaux, yes, with great legs and notes of black cherry, McMansion air conditioning, and a very stupid child. Yes? You know, it tastes like you have a very stupid child. Ring any bells? You will love it. Oh, yes, right here, this Pinot Grigio from Who Gives a Fuck. It looks, smells, and tastes like the urine from a long-haul trucker on an all-bean diet. And I've already poured it into your wine bowl, so that's probably good enough for you, huh? Oh, wait, you have a second cup, magnifique, that reads Dan and Dana's Gender Reveal Party. Girl, we're putting her back in. That is a lot for a cup to say. Well, let me get something very special for you. Perhaps something from our many local Toledo wineries. I have a Chardonnay that is made from grape Jolly Ranchers, aged for 6 weeks in a half-empty Pringles container. Yes, you'll taste the sour cream and the onion. Or perhaps a Pepsi Noir. It's a Pepsi from the 80s I found in a junkyard that tastes like bugs and will make you go blind. Oh, this is for you. How about a Sauvignon Ranch? It's just ranch dressing mixed with dishwasher detergent. Yes, you can drink it and use it to clean your jewelry. Happy shopping and cheers. May all your coupons be redeemable, and may you do your best not to drunkenly smash your cart through the lobster tank, even though I can see from the lobster corpses all over the floor that you already have done just that. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Woo.
Bonsoir, I say. Sorry, let me slip back out of character. Yes.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. That's just I majored in French in high school, so I can you can speak that way. I think that's allowed. And I went to a grocery store in the Midwest recently, and wow, you can really get fucked up while you're shopping there. They have.
Was there a French?
No, there's no French person there.
Yeah.
But they have a full bar and wine, and you can get, and all the carts have beer holders, like pint glass holders, and you can add, almost any hour of the day, just wander around the store drinking.
Wow. So do we all need to just move there? Is that?
I mean, it's a lifestyle. Yeah. That's a full-on lifestyle.
That's interesting.
You have to really choose that.
Yeah, you have to live that life. But I mean, I will say it makes going shopping an event rather than a chore.
Yeah, that's it. I think a lot about how like people like just smoke vapes anywhere now, and I'm like, that's not right, right? We shouldn't be allowed.
Well, and also the people that have the real vapory vapes, I'm like, that should be weed. I think you're doing that wrong now. We've moved to a different place as a culture.
Right. You have chosen this to smoke cigarettes indoors.
Yeah.
What is going on?
In the most like visual way possible. Like you're putting on a little smoke show. It's like White Snake's about to come out when you're just sitting here in this subway car.
I know.
Did they have a sommelier at this Midwestern? Did they have any, like, what were the people like that were selling? Was this character like based on any of them?
The people were like pursuing sort of that they, I don't think they were a trained sommelier.
Oh, right.
Have you ever been to a restaurant with an actual like very snobby, the kind of where they wear the cup?
Yeah,
that shit is crazy.
It's
so
crazy.
Describe it to the viewers.
Oh, well, they think, well, it's what you just did kind of, but like they think that everything is so, they take themselves so seriously. And like if you get some, I don't know, I guess, yeah, that's all I have to say. They're just very intense.
They're very intense. The cups they have around, it's a necklace, and then the cup it's like a little saucer, almost like a kitten would drink out of. But they come and they take it and they put a little bit of the expensive wine you order into it, sip it, and then it goes back on their necklace. It goes back just hanging from their neck. I'm like, that's fucking gross. You think you're fancy when you're gross?
Okay, I feel like I've seen someone who was like saying they were a sommelier, but they weren't actually one, because I never.
Well, this is like the very snobby version of that, because there are regular sommeliers that don't do that, but I feel like there are tiers to it, and this is where I have only ever seen it one place where I ate, and I was like, I can't believe that this is real.
Like the highest tier is the grossest, actually.
Yes, and I think that's true in a lot of things.
Yeah,
I think it's true in a lot of things.
True.
Justin, that character did something in English that I always find fascinating, is that when people will be speaking French, like McDonald's.
Yeah, and that is it's something that I feel like Americans do who are trying to sound a little fancier. They'll slip into.
Yes.
Even if it's an English word that it has like Spanish or French origins, they'll say it with an accent. I'm like, not necessary.
Like
I don't.
Sorry.
Go.
You know Giada, like Giada.
Yes, of course.
Of course, we all know she does that.
Yeah.
So be like, and then we're gonna have mozzarella, and it's just like, what are you doing?
Yes, and I think we can make fun of her for sure about doing this. We are safe to make fun of her being like,
that's what I thought.
It's an escarola pie, and it's like that's not even how Italian people.
He's like, and we're gonna do these really cute things with my daughter, and then it's a bruschetta, and it's just so, I don't know.
To be fair, she is from the Super Mario part of Italy. So I think that's where she gets the Mushroom Kingdom. I think it's technically right by Sicily. There's a Mario Kart race that is just racing through her set. Her show set.
My dad sort of does this in reverse, where he'll take take Turkish words and like Englishify them somehow. He'll say like average Joe Schma instead of average Joe. Which is so
good.
Yeah, and and I've seen him go like the way people go, oh my god, he'll go, oh look, like that, which I find funny.
And honestly, I like that everyone has that specificity, because I feel like it's all being smoothed over because we all watch the same stuff now. But that's real shit, is doing that accent stuff.
Can't make that up.
No.
Justin, I liked the Lumiere references because I love Disney, and also it reminded me of the chef in The Little Mermaid.
Ah, yes. There's a long history of vaguely French characters in Disney movies.
And you said like the carcasses of the lobsters everywhere. That's like when he's trying to cook Sebastian.
Yes.
Anyway.
Also, famously, really good accent, Sebastian.
Yeah,
A perfect Jamaican accent.
perfect.
Exactly. Definitely, the voice actor was from real Jamaica, who played that character. Under the Sea, Kissed a Girl. That's
Under
real.
the Sea, Kissed a Girl.
A couple comments. Megan, our Aussie friend, says, "This is how I buy my wine online, and it's close to wine o'clock here." Now, just a little, perhaps a little known fact, Megan, in Australia, it is the morning there. It is tomorrow morning there. So wine o'clock comes early in some parts of the world.
That means we're just like that Apple show, The Morning Show.
Yes. Yeah, we're the morning show. We're just rising and shining with Megan in Aussie. And then Raisin Delta, an accented list. How fancy. That's right. We're having a formal occasion. It's like a wake. It's a Just for Laughs wake here on tonight's Characters Welcome. So we're speaking just fully accent.
Open
update. Open, fully open casket. Say and do whatever you want. Megan, it's 12:30. It's afternoon down there. So she is definitely shaving it close and is ready to get the cocktail going. Very aggressively saying it's the afternoon down there. Got it. Get it. Got it. Get it.
Got it. Get it.
Red says woo. That's all the permission you need. Very fun. Speaking of fun, if you want to throw some cash our way to help us pay for the speech coaches that we all need to keep us keep us and you in accents, hit us up at our business Venmo. If we raise enough money, we are going to purchase Just for Laughs and fully make it our own. Definitely get Eric across the line over there. But hit us up on our business Venmo at Characters Welcome. We would love it. And we've, over the course of this, we came up with this idea that whatever you post in the comments, we will read aloud. And that has spawned not one, but two segments here on the show. The first of which is called Jeer Gyry, which is when Robin Richmond, longtime fan and contributor, will send us some cash and a comment. And so we present you now with Jeer Gyry. Jeer Gyry. So Robin writes, Dear Gyry, when you find yourself lost in the eternal abyss, it's important to remember its depths can be penetrated by the very love in your heart. Just reach out and connect with humanity to be pulled back to all. This Gyry entry is for someone specific. You know who you are. Wow.
How?
Sort of an earnest Jeer Gyry.
Very earnest.
That's beautiful. It's an earnest time. We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
You know? Very good. And that's not the only one we have. We also have another one from Zikor Zeppelin. Tolly Tickets. It seems like Zikor has a sponsor. Tolly Tickets, Zikor Zeppelin presents Stoner Thoughts. At times like this, I remember the last thing my grandfather said to me: "Stop shaking the ladder, you little bastard." We got ourselves a murder confession there from Zikor Zeppelin. I'm very curious what Tolly Tickets are.
Tolly Tickets? Like a ticket for a tall person?
Oh, interesting. We should be ticketing those fuckers.
Yeah, those fucks.
Yeah, no tallies here, right? Us smallies rule.
Too much strain on the door, big guy. Come on.
Yeah. Wow. In the comments, Zikor has a feature now. Nice. Yes, we are. We're ready to feature. So, like, let me know. Trolley.
Trolley.
Oh.
Okay.
We get it.
What
now.
Does that mean?
We don't get
it. Like a troll guy?
Or like a trolley, like in San Francisco.
Yeah, trolley. Or you're saying trolley? Like a troll?
Troll guy.
Like
troll
Mr.
guy.
Rogers' neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting into some Mr. Rogers. We're getting into some Mr. Rogers. Great. All right. We've done our business. We've created and solved a trolley mystery. Though it's still going on. Red Hauser says streetcar. Yes, it's a streetcar named character.
Ooh, good.
Fun.
Good one.
What do you say we welcome out our next performer? Huh?
Yes.
I need consensus, guys. I need
No,
consensus
no,
from you.
yes.
What? See, in this divided nation, how else are we going to get anything done? Great. Well, let's welcome on our next performer. Very excited to have this person here. We all have, well, not all of us have this, but we certainly all have a family member that's perhaps in this column for us. Please welcome out to the rectangles, the brother you haven't seen in a while. Woo!
Schön, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen.
Brothers! It's been too long. You may not recognize me after all my genetic modifications. My biology has been altered to become the ultimate Nepo baby. Within me courses the blood of 38 US presidents, 20 New York playwrights, 12 studio executives, and the entire cast of Suits. The brilliant Dr. Hedro has rebuilt me from a weak nobody into a brat with unlimited potential and entitlement. My skeleton has been entirely replaced with the bones of the Baldwin brothers. My organs are entirely swapped with those of Lena Dunham. My arm is the rejuvenated corpse of Queen Elizabeth, the Alpha and the Omega of nepotism. The very hand she used to wave like this. It's not ready. It's not ready yet. But soon. Soon. Every day I go stronger as I become used to my Nepo flesh. Once I fully master my perfect body, I will become an industry plant the likes of which the world has never seen. No door in Hollywood shall go unopened. Social climbers will cower before me. People will open my Wikipedia and say, oh, he's related to these people. I didn't know the way he carries himself. I wouldn't think that. So, brothers, do you envy me having achieved the peak of human entitlement? You're saying I don't understand how nepotism works. You're saying, okay, here's how I understand it. You have someone's blood, their spit, their bones. You're entitled to take anything that they have and more. You're saying nepotism is mostly about being bored with money and connections, and we don't have that. That having someone's blood and cum be my blood and cum doesn't matter if I don't know them? This can't be. The brilliant Dr. Hedro assured me that with this body, I could get staffed wherever I pleased. No. It's not possible. There has to be something else. Yes. Of course, the good doctor would not steer me wrong. This body, built on the brittle Irish bones of the Baldwin brothers, is merely the first step of my evolution. For does the vehicle matter, if not in the hands of the right pilot? The Fokker triplane was merely a tool for World War I's infamous Red Baron. True nepotism is achieved in the mind. You're saying I still don't understand nepotism? No, brothers. It is you that fail to understand. The sons and daughters of the media elite are merely taking what is offered by their kin. I will by force take an inheritance that is never offered. I will take their lives. No, brothers, you misunderstand. I'm not gonna kill you guys. You're chill. You're also not celebrities. the idea I'm going for is I'm going to impersonate a celebrity. And I'm gonna take their life in an identity sort of way. That was unclear. Now, to complete my transformation. The text is written on the arm. The activation code, gatekeep. Hey guys, I'm Jack Quaid. Crazy weather we're having. Anyway, bros, if you know where the real Jack Quaid is, I think I'm gonna work out a deal with him where I do like the TV stuff and he does the movie stuff. He might want it the other way because he does get more TV work. Anyway, catch you on the flippy flop.
Woo! All right,
All right.
Connor.
The Jack Quaid takedown we've all been waiting for.
Well, he's a pretty good Nepo baby. He's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
He surprised me.
Strong Nepo baby. And plus, like, that's a winning Jack Quaid impression. I don't know where you put that. Where do you put that, Jack Quaid? Very regular guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He really surprised me, honestly, when I found that out. I was a little late to that.
Mm-hmm.
That he was a Nepo baby?
Yeah, because then I was like, wait, Dennis, wait. Oh my God, and Meg. I was like blown away.
Yeah. Great. Like, honestly, the rom-com energy contained in his genetics is dangerous. It's downright dangerous.
Dangerous.
And you notice he's not doing a lot of rom-com stuff.
Right.
You know? He's waiting to spring that nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
I thought he was like just this really like kind of, like you said, regular, like good actor, like likable kind of guy. I'm like, oh, that's great that they gave like someone who's just kind of like chill apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, a win for the regular guy.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what?
Wait, what?
That's really funny. That's great. And let me ask you, you mentioned the Red Baron in the middle of that piece.
Yeah.
And just a couple follow-ups there. Are you saying the Red Baron is a Nepo baby?
No. Just it was a metaphor that he's the pilot of the plane.
And the plane is a Nepo baby.
The plane, yeah. It has a pretty prominent plane father. That reminds me of a character I did where I was I think I was like I know who murdered Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper. And it's just like I arrested the plane that they crashed.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Sad. That's a tragic. It's a tragedy lost to time, really.
Yeah. Right.
Imagine that, like back then, that happened. It was like 3 of the biggest pop musicians, like alive, all died together. Like that'd be like Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, and Beyonce getting into like a crazy accident,
right?
And it would literally shut our culture down.
I know, it's insane.
It would.
And
you mentioned the Red.
Wrote a song about it.
Yeah, John McClane comes back. Like I told you, he predicted it.
American Pie 2.
Oh, great. That's great synergy right there. Do you think Don McClane was like, wait, the name of that masturbation movie is American Pie? Are you kidding me? I'm American Pie.
I'm the American Pie guy.
I'm the American Pie guy. My song's is an artful digestion of the culture I grew up in. What's this movie about? Fucking a pie?
Pie.
Oh, okay. I've been replaced culturally by a pie fucking. Real quick, Lulu Lime says, when we were talking about the Red Baron, says the pizza. And the Red Baron pizza, it's a frozen pizza, very good. I know no SpawnCon, no free promotion here.
Right.
But Red Baron frozen pizza, I stand by.
I don't think I've had it.
Me neither.
It's the type of brand that's in like my local Brooklyn grocery store. And it's like an artifact from a time where they were like, oh, we make pizza? We'll just be, I don't know, the Red Baron.
Yeah. We'll be
And
the
now
guy.
everything is named like we're PZZA. We make pizza. It's like, okay, cool.
Right. It's kind of
Whatever.
fun to think. It's like, oh, they named their pizza after a guy who I guess murdered a lot of people. Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
mean, I
named
guess-
it after like a war celebrity.
Yeah. Yeah, war celebrity is funny.
And it's sort of an enemy, technically.
Yeah. A German fighter guy.
Yeah. That's like my Osama bin Laden mac and cheese line that I've been trying to launch.
Oh, that
Oh.
reminds me that Gal Gadot has those has this vegan mac and cheese called Goodles, and they're supposed to be good noodles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I hear Baron and I think of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and the Baron, right? The Baron and the Baroness, and he's like, they're not French. I'm just doing what you're. I'm in a French.
It's an
mood.
infectious accent. My accent was so good, it's infectious.
Yeah, that's exactly. So
And
yeah, exactly.
And it's
just
very
like-
hard to talk like this. Actually, it's bad on your
It's-
throat.
It's
That's-
hurtful. Being French is pain.
But they're from Bulgaria, I think.
Yeah. It's very funny to me that you're referencing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, a movie that came out when the Red Baron was still alive, I believe.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty
You could
sure
have seen it.
that movie
could've
is
seen it.
messed up in such a good way.
Yeah, it's very strange. It is funny to think that the Red Baron, did he go off after the war and was just like, I'm alive still? Did he fly more?
Yeah, did he do?
I don't know.
What if he became like a boat guy?
You think he moved all the way to boats? That's technically the opposite of a plane. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
That feels like a stretch.
Maybe he did trains.
He just became
That's
really
great.
like commuter rail guy.
Yeah, he was a German Joe Biden, I guess is what you're saying.
He did Amtrak.
He did a real Amtrak, the German Amtrak. That's great. Great. I think that's our history lesson. And yes, if you listen to that, you did earn a college credit. Send us an email and we'll make sure we get that to you.
Yeah.
At the college of your choosing. We have a lot of sway there.
Yeah.
And what do you say? It is time to welcome out our final character of the night. This is sort of more of a round robin show where we're all hosts and we're all doing a piece. And it's time to pass the baton to the one of us who has yet to do a character.
Ooh.
Who could it be? That's what you call a mystery, on par with the earlier mystery that we created and solved tonight.
And birthing our characters just live for you.
Yes, we're going to continue the birth process.
Yeah.
Very excited to pass it on. What do you say? We welcome out our next character. Like this next piece, this choice comes up a lot. You can't always be number one. So we're very excited to welcome out the second choice.
Schön, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen.
I'm at a loss. Okay. I cannot do this anymore. I have really tried to make this relationship work, but it is becoming increasingly obvious that you simply don't love me. You love your ex, and I cannot be him. Rose, look at me. I cannot be Jack Dawson. Why? Well, because I'm not Jack, okay? I'm Zach. Zach Scallop, an architect from Vermont. Okay? I can't be a plucky little underbelly dweller that takes you on an unhinged adventure across a ship. I'm sorry, Rose. Rose, you need to figure out what you want, okay? You need to figure your shit out. I love you. But until then, I have to let you go. You are obsessed with your ex. And it's obvious that you don't want stability. You want to hold hands with someone and run up and down the floors of a freaking Carnival cruise. I am not that guy, okay? Boats make me sick. You know that. And I know my artwork's not good enough for you. Okay, sorry, I'm not an illustrator who slaps a pair of tits on every drawing and calls it art. I do landscapes. I do landscapes, and I happen to like them. I'm gonna admit, you know what? I'm gonna admit that when the relationship started, it was good. Okay, we had sex in like every car, which was wild and hot. And then we were like only having sex in cars, and I was like, well, what is this about? And there were other things, okay, other signs, like, oh, I wanted to have a romantic dinner with you, and you just wanted me to hold you up over the bathtub every night and pretend that you were flying. And you keep the thermostat set to sub-zero. That's really hard for me, okay? I'm thin-blooded. You know, I think the hardest thing, though, was I gave you my grandmother's necklace as a token of my love and affection. And I found that necklace at the bottom of the Gowanus Canal. Yeah, I go down there sometimes to think, all right, why do you keep throwing the shit I give you in bodies of water? Look, as tough as this is for me, the last night, okay, this is the last night I'm going to go to bed next to you and wake up on the floor because you've kicked me out. There's not a bed larger than the California King, Rose. We've tried it, okay? We even went with the Russian Tsar bed, okay? That's the biggest. Look, I know I messed up too. I never got to meet this Jack guy, and he sounded kind of brave, okay? And I'm a coward. I'm a coward who wants a family and who's safe with money, and I thought having sex in all those cars was crazy because I'm kind of an eyes closed missionary position type dude, okay? Sorry. I know. And I know what this is all about. I know, Rose, you never even liked me. You just like the fact that I wear these little newspaper boy hats. Even then, I just remind you of your ex, okay? And that's it. You know what, Rose? I love you so goddamn much. I'm just going to pack up my things and leave. You know, I've been hearing about this new adventure, this trip called Ocean Gate. I think it'll be good for history. Maybe it'll give us both some closure, okay? Like really just learn about each other's past, all right? So I'm going to head on now. Bon voyage.
Woo! Heartbreaking return to the world of Titanic.
Are you
Titanic
ready?
2.
Titanic 2. Yeah.
Much talked about.
Yeah.
Very fun. The thought of swimming into the bottom of the Gowanus Canal. Just thinking that is concerning to me.
I know.
Have you spent a lot of time over by that body of water?
No. Well, like Bell House.
Mm-hmm.
Is it close? No, I haven't. It sounded funny to me.
It is. I was once. You may remember this story. I was once out on a running across the Gowanus Canal, and I looked over, and there was a team of people lifting a dolphin out of the Gowanus Canal that had swum up it and was like in the middle, like by the Union Street Bridge over the Gowanus Canal. For those of you who don't know, the Gowanus Canal is like a famously poisoned little like river, tiny trickle of a river in the middle of Brooklyn.
Nothing can live in that.
Nothing can live in there. This dolphin swam up there, and they were like, "Oh, we'll just rescue it." Before they could literally rush it from the Gowanus Canal back to the water, died.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
It's so sad. I saw them lifting it out in a desperate attempt to save it.
Oh, I did fall into the Hudson River not in like a scary way. I was like on a jet ski.
Wait, you were on a jet ski?
Yeah, years ago.
What were you doing? What life were you living?
On the Hudson. Jet ski on the Hudson.
It was a different life. We can go there let's go there. No, it was just some years ago. I was with someone who had a jet ski.
You were dating
Yes, I was in a long-term relationship with someone who had a jet ski.
a jet ski? You're dating a jet ski owner? What a
no.
flex! A
I
New York jet ski owner? That's
A
the
New
biggest
York
flex.
jet ski owner. Very important
A
detail.
jet ski and a boat. What did I do?
What?
Yeah.
I messed it all up.
The idea of parking a jet ski, was it just like on a dock? How does that work?
Yeah, there's a doc. I'll share his first and last name and everything about his family. No,
Wow.
there's a dock in what is it? Liberty State Marina. It's like Jersey City, right there.
Oh, yes. I once took a boat from my landlord owned a boat, and he was like, my cousin was coming down for his bachelor party with just my brother and I and my sister, actually. And my landlord, Lou, was like, I'll take you around the Sound. We did one circle around the Statue of Liberty, and then we stopped at a dock bar in Jersey City.
Was it Surf
Yes.
City?
I don't remember, but strawberry daiquiris was what they served.
$1,000. It was called Surf City.
I'm sure. We
Yeah.
sat there for so long. This much older Italian man who we barely knew told us the most nonsense stories, flirted with the bartender who was like 25. He was like, hey, let me see your feet. And we were like, Lou, stop saying that. And then
this is behavior that happens at Surf City. So I'm going to say that's what it is.
That's a secret. That's a New York secret right there.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I don't know if it's that cool, but it's convenient if you're coming off the water.
And I will say, it's to be like, oh, let's just pull in here. It feels like you're in like the Florida. It feels
the
like
islands.
you're in
Yeah.
Key West somewhere or something. So like that's amazing to have that feeling in New York City as well.
Taylor,
you fell into the Hudson.
Oh, right. Back to that. Yeah. So we were on a jet ski and actually we were stopped. This is the part that's not that cool because we weren't even moving. And we looked back because his sister was like in the back. She was on another one. And we all fell.
Multiple jet skis.
Jet skis. But it was like slow motion. It was like we all turned and it was like.
Yeah.
And I was new to the relationship, so I was laughing and trying to act like I was super chill and cool. And I was like, "This is so fun." I'm not freaking out that like, what's in this water.
Yeah, this is fun. You're like spitting the water out of your mouth.
I was like, I'm having so much fun. So fun.
Great.
No, it was pretty fun though, actually.
It was fun.
I can imagine.
Except for the dysentery. The dysentery sort of caught up with
Right, except for like this other limb that I have as a result.
Yeah. That's your jet ski limb.
My jet ski limb. Yeah, it's just for sitting on.
It's for holding. It grabs the back.
Yeah, it's like perfect. It's like, yeah, it really lets.
It's right it's an arm or the tailbone, right off the tailbone. Your hand on the end of your tailbone.
Really good for the riding of the jet ski. Okay. Anyway. Yeah.
Prehensile. It's a prehensile.
Taylor, there was a specific of your character that I found is that you were playing a man whose preferred sex position was eyes closed missionary.
Beautiful.
Is that?
I didn't find that to be strange at all. So
Real. I the idea of someone eyes closed trying to.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked that. I think there's something there to like do physically, maybe.
Also, you're an architect. Do you exclusively make doors?
Whoa! Good pitch. I didn't even think of that.
There
yeah,
it is.
maybe I do.
That's the attraction.
Right. But like they're just not. I think they're pretty big, but they're not big enough for her.
They're too big to go in any door frames,
right.
But not big enough to survive on. That's for sure. For two people.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Very fun. Well, we've come to the end of the show, but let me say we didn't do any sort of plugs from you.
Oh yeah.
What sort of plugs would you like to plug in this section we're calling plugs?
I made a video for Club Video. It's going to be March 16th, 8 p.m., 79 Groton Street. It's always a super fun show. The theme for this one is black tie, which is going to be very fun. So
Nice.
if you want to be fancy and see a bunch of wild short videos, that's going to be fun. I made a really fun video. I'm going to put it up after the show. I play a little movie reviewer, and I got a little bunch of fun fake movie previews as a little taste. One of the fake movies is Citizen Kane 2: Rosebud's Revenge.
Yeah, very fun.
Gonna be fun.
That sled's got an axe to grind.
And a gun.
Yeah, and in this case, a gun.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That sounds fun. Taylor?
I'm doing what was that? Jeez, what? Oh.
I said, Taylor, you got a plug?
A plug. I thought you said butt plug. Yeah. Anyway, I'm doing there's this company called A Drinking Game, New York City. They started in LA, and they've been here for I think 10 years now. So they have quite a cool following, but they reenact drunk Shakespeare, but like drunk stage readings of cult classic movies from the 70s through now, basically. And they have a residency at the Bell House, and I'm going to be in Mean Girls, and I'm playing Karen, who's the dumb, the one who's like, I'm a mouse, duh, and all that. So that's going to be really fun, and it's going to be a big party. So if you're free, come down. It's March.
When is it? March 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Very fun.
Yeah, at 8.
What time is that? At 8. Great.
Yeah, but it probably will start later, honestly.
Well, that's great, because that dovetails with my plug, which is the next Characters Welcome show is also March 22nd.
I know. I was like, actually didn't want to say the date because I don't want to.
No, I love it, because you could actually see our show and then go over and see your show. It's very doable. Our show's at 7:30 at Friends and Lovers.
And we're doing
duo characters.
Super far, right?
No, it's not super far. It's in the Brooklyn universe. So definitely make a night of it. Come see CW the 22nd. That's a Friday at 7:30. Friends and Lovers, and then make your way over to the Bell House to see Taylor in Mean Girls. And now it's not Mean Girls the musical. It's Mean Girls the movie.
No, it's the 2004
stage reading of the movie based on the book.
Right. With drinking, like we have to drink, the audience has to drink. It usually gets really, really packed. So it's like we come up with words that, like girls, for instance, for this one or something, so that you're just drinking every time. And then they get really mad if one of us is like with our scripts and we're doing it's very staged, and we forget. They're like, drink, and you're like, ah. Anyway,
that's very fun. That sounds like a blast.
Justin, it's a duo show. What kind of duos we got booked for this?
To be announced. I will say I haven't figured out mine yet. Some are trickling out. We'll see. News for that coming very soon, because it is about 3 weeks away.
Right, and you have
2 weeks away. Sorry,
and you have to book double the people.
It'll be fewer total people because it'll all be duo. So I think it'll be slightly longer. It'll be like 2 to 2.5 minute characters.
Okay.
Each person is doing 2?
No, it's like duets, basically.
Oh, got it.
We're breaking our own rule of having solo performance. It's duet, something we did a lot in early Characters Welcome days. We would have, if people were sort of not feeling that they had a piece when we first made Characters Welcome a team at the UCB, people would double up and do bits. Famously, Brennan Lee Mulligan and Alan Starzinski did a character that's been popular on the YouTube. You can check out where they play Ren Fair sort of announcers, which is fun. But there was a lot of them, so we're bringing that back for this show in 2 Fridays from now. And folks, that's a show. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Taylor, for being here. This was very fun. No thank you to Just for Laughs. See you.
Rest in death.
Yeah. Rest in death. R.I.D.
All right.
And we'll see you next week. We'll be back for more, as always. We have new characters dropping all the time. Nick Mestad's piece that he did in the most recent show just dropped today, which is a blast. He plays a puppet at the club, and that is very fun, a physical piece. Definitely check that out on the YouTube and the YouTube Shorts. And yeah, keep on watching. Check out our TikTok as well. Send us comments, everything you got, and we will see you in the future. Bye.